Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne here, and today we're going to be talking about some coming and goings and a little bit of soap news. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows it's a good channel for soap fans. And also, we have a membership where you get exclusive videos, early access to videos. You would have gotten this a few days ago because, you know, in the membership you can get some stories like in advance. And I haven't been feeling well because I did plan to release this video earlier, but for the last few days I really have been under the weather. I'm sweating right now as we speak. So I'm going to hopefully get through this with ease, but this is my second time doing this video. But anyway, we're going to talk about some coming and goings. Now, this was actually supposed to come out Sunday before Laura and Michael Jeannie Francis and Michael E. Knight came back. But we're here. We're here. So you already know Jeannie Francis' Laura came back along with Michael E. Knight. It does not make any sense. They said that she had went away. They could have just left it at and had her come back, but they wanted to be more dramatic about Laura's return. I think they seem to have forgotten that Laura is the mayor of Port Charles, and the mayor just can't disappear. Who's running the city? When has Laura ever really run the city or done anything other than have the title of mayor? So it's frustrating that they made Laura the mayor and stole the election from Felicia, thanks to Spencer. Technically, Felicia won, and they just let that whole thing go. But what's interesting, aside from this one thing, which I thought was so stupid, sometimes, even though I like General Hospital, I wonder why certain decisions are made. Did Laura really knock out an assassin with a plunger? A rubber plunger! I thought she was always... There were people on Twitter yesterday talking about how dare they not kill Peter and instead killed Martin. I was like, are you stupid? There's a reason why they had Laura leave the room. So that she could save the day. So she saved the day with a plunger. And then the assassin turns out had a gun but didn't use it. It was just so many stupid things that happened that make you question the writing in general. But yeah, Laura saved Martin with the plunger. Even though the woman had a gun, she was trying to strangle him. She didn't even have a silencer, which would have made more sense. And I thought she was actually going to have a gun and go after Martin, and Laura was going to like hit over the head with a tray or something, you know, like they do. But not a plunger. But anyway, you can let me know how you feel about the plunger situation. And is a rubber plunger really going to knock anybody out? It might have annoyed her, made her turn around and shoot Laura right then and there. In real life, like online, we see these videos where these people are self-protection instructors, and they'll tell you how to do this. And then when the real person tries to go ahead and do that little technique, then it blinks and they're in heaven. Those videos, they're hilarious, but that's how I feel about Laura attacking an assassin with a plunger. Moving on, Felicia is now on contract. We got Christina Wagner back on contract, which is a great thing because there's so many stories that can come out with Felicia. I know that Christina said that, you know, her story is tied in with Maxie, which means more Peter stuff. But Felicia is missed. There's so many times where Maxie needed her mother. She definitely needed her father, Frisco, for like the last 30 years. Frisco's been at least, about 30 years. Frisco has been out of like running around being a spy, whatever he's doing, instead of being a father. He's supposed to be one of the good guys. I know Max stepped up. but they don't show Maxie nearly enough. Now that she don't have Lulu, it's very obvious that they need to have a better circle around Maxie's character. So it's good to see that Felicia is back on contract. I would love it if she went to Laura like, you stole this election from me and then you don't do your job. WTF? I would love them to have that conversation. Also, I would love a Frisco recast because Jack Wagner's okay, but we had 30 years of soaps being canceled, and lots of our favorite actors, at least one of them could have came back and been Frisco. But I'm still going to move on to the next topic, which is Constance Towers as Helena Cassadine. Right now, we know that she is going to be in one episode that she is filming in December, which may come out late December, early January. And I'm sure this is going to have something to do with Valentine's paternity. I'm guessing it's a flashback with Victor, where they will either confirm or whatever that Victor is Valentine's father. I would love it if it's not, a flashback or her showing up as a ghost, and that it's actually like Helena survived. Because if you remember, Nicholas did a painting that showed that he was going to poison Helena and gave it to her. Or he gave it to, I don't know. He gave it to, maybe it was Laura. Remember when like Laura and Lulu was going on this like treasure hunt or whatever they were doing at the time? But in that poster, in that portrait, it clearly showed that. So she may have known in advance. No, it was Helena who died, and it was Helena's chest with all these different things in it. And if Helena had a portrait of Nicholas poisoning her, then she clearly could have known and went on ahead and faked her death. So hopefully she's alive, but we'll see if they go there. Lexi Ainsworth. A lot of people ask about Christina, and I'm like a broken record. The reason why you don't see Christina is because they made her bi, and they don't know what to do with her. They brought a guy on briefly to remind people that she's bi, and then she ended up with a woman again, and they just don't know what to do with the character. Last time we really saw her on the show, she was a bartender, other than like coming to a funeral or something. But I'm glad we're gonna see her on December 15th. In that episode, Alexis has a meeting with her daughters about I think Sam wants her to be a private eye, and what's gonna happen, like Alexis' next step in life. Christina will be that part of that conversation. I would love if she had a real storyline, but we'll see. Perry Shin is returning this week as Brad. We don't know if it's long term. I have a feeling he will get out on parole, especially with the way the storyline went today, that Brad will be on parole. And the question mark is, will he have any scenes with Lucas? Lucas really doesn't want anything to do with him, so they don't have to be in scenes together. But the most recent actor who played Lucas gave an update that he's currently a real estate agent in Chicago. And this might mean we get another recast of Lucas. But this doesn't bode well that Brad and Lucas will end up having any kind of a storyline together. But I never liked Brad and Lucas as a couple, so that's perfectly fine with me. But he made the announcement on Instagram saying that he's excited to join Compass and ready to help you all with all your real estate needs. Hashtag Chicago, hashtag real estate agent, and hashtag Compass. So, do you really care if Lucas comes back or not? Melissa Claire Egan returns officially on Tuesday, December the 14th on Young and the Restless. She plays Chelsea. We've seen Chelsea lots in video chats, but we'll see her back in Genoa City in the flesh on December 14th. Krista Allen starts playing Taylor this Friday, December the 10th. However, you know what's it going to be. She's going to show up at the end of the episode and they're going, oh my God, Mom. And then we really won't get any major scenes from Taylor until Monday. But officially, she's back on December the 10th. Now, it's not until Wednesday that Taylor actually sees her son Thomas, because on Wednesday, December 15th, Thomas has an emotional encounter with his mother that he's reunited with. So that's the spoiler for the 15th. And also that week, Brooke finds out that Taylor's back in town. So that's on Thursday. And the spoiler says, news of Taylor's unexpected return throws Brooke off her game. Her game about sliding closer and closer to Deacon's D. She came right in time. Just when Ridge and Brooke are having problems. Here come Taylor. Just like Hope did. When Steffi and Liam were having problems because she screwed his father. And then here come Hope, new Hope. And then Sally was just pushed to the side. We also want to talk about another bold and beautiful character. We're going to be talking about well, before we get to that, let me shift focus for some other news that I wanted to give you, because we have lots of soap news today, including Days of Our Lives has increased in the ratings. So Days of Our Lives have hit a season high in total of viewers. So those of you out there that are complaining about the possession storyline, that storyline is just what the show needed to get people interested enough to go and start watching again. Also, recently, it was Deidre Hall that said in an interview that, when she goes out on her press tour, everybody wants to know about the possession storyline, and it's very exciting. So this is something that has been, very exciting for the actors, and now it's very exciting for hopefully the fans, now that you got used to it. I've been saying that the storyline ends in February, but based on the winter preview, it looks like we're going to get a Christmas miracle, and the storyline probably will end with an exorcism around Christmas time, which was the original storyline. That is what was supposed to happen. But the storyline was so popular, they pushed it all the way to, I think, May, back in the 90s, because it was so popular. I don't know what that means for the current storyline, but we'll see. We'll see if it makes it to February sweeps, or we get that Christmas miracle and we start the new year with a brand new story. But for now, it's a ratings winner. The show that is losing viewers, unfortunately, is Young and the Restless. Now, I was 2 weeks behind on Young and the Restless, and I actually binge watched it today. I've got like 2 more episodes to be fully caught up. I didn't miss much. I did so much fast forwarding on Chance and Abby and Devon and Amanda. I didn't have a whole lot of show left to watch. I don't care about that Devon, Abby, Mariah looking stupid because Tessa and Noah are getting close and all that. This is not a ratings winning storyline. So we're going to move on because I know on General Hospital, a lot of people have asked me about Billy Miller. You'll see it throughout the comment section. People keep asking about Billy Miller. Where's Billy Miller? I wish he would come back to the show now that Steve's gone. Excuse me. And we got an answer to that. Billy Miller is having, a perfectly good time on prime time because his show just got renewed for season 3. Truth Be Told has been renewed for season 3. And that's the show on Apple TV, Apple TV Plus, starring Octavia Spencer. And good for Billy. Excuse me. So I'm really excited and I'm happy for him because he's a good actor and he deserves to be successful, even if it's not on a soap. Next up, we're going to be talking about Tyler Perry's sisters. On Tyler Perry's sisters, my favorite couple is Zach and Fatima. I've been worried about them as a couple if they were going to let Zach ruin it with Fatima by getting with Karen. And the news came out yesterday that they're getting a spinoff on BET Plus. Since I have BET Plus, I'm perfectly fine with that. But Zach and Fatima are getting their own spinoff show. So now, excuse me, I don't have to be worried about my Zach and Fatima breaking up anytime soon because clearly Tyler Perry has I'm getting brain freeze. But, clearly Tyler Perry has heard us on Twitter because there was on the sisters' official Twitter account, they asked, who would you prefer Zach with? Fatima or with Karen? So I wrote a long tweet, as long as you can write a tweet, and I gave all the reasons why Zach should be with Fatima. And so many people retweeted my response and agreed with me and complimented the way I wrote my response that I feel like Tyler Perry himself must have saw my tweet and heard all those people in agreement because we're getting a show with Zach and Fatima called Zatima. So I am happy to make that announcement. Now, the reason why I've been clicking is I want to get to this Jacob Young story. Jacob Young, who we would love back as Lucky when you're in hospital, because Joshua Jackson, he's got so much going on, and he's trying to do primetime, stay in primetime. So I would love Emmy winning Jacob Young to come back to General Hospital, but he gave us some news on whether or not he will be Rick Forrester on Bold and the Beautiful again, and he said probably not. That the show only focuses on two couples at a time or two stories at a time, and that does not leave a lot of work for other actors. Something that, as fans, many of us have been complaining about. Why are you only focusing on these two couples when there have been many half-hour soaps that came before Bold and the Beautiful, and even Bold and the Beautiful at one point, where there were multiple storylines at the same time, at least 4. Generations, Port Charles, Lovin', The City, Dark Shadows, Ryan's Hope, Edge of Night. We're all, I think Edge of Night too, but we're all half-hour shows. And they had plenty of stuff going on with plenty of actors and plenty of storylines. So it can be done. it's lazy to only focus on two couples, and then they're having the same conversation every day. Every day they're talking about the same stuff. I have not watched Bold and the Beautiful in a while. I decided to just like I was backed up on Young and the Restless. I decided, okay, I need to catch up with Bold and Beautiful too. That's why I ain't been talking about it, because I ain't been watching them. But I give you the spoilers and the news and everything like I'm doing now. But now I'm ready to actually catch up for some Taylor fun. Taylor has brought me from my procrastination about watching Bold and Beautiful. So starting Monday, I will be fully caught up, and I will be watching. And then you'll probably see me talk more and more about Young and the Restless and Bold and Beautiful, because I'll be caught up on Young and the Restless tonight. But Jacob Young basically said, don't expect him to return to Bold and Beautiful because there's just not enough work there. And the last thing is sad news. Rhonda Stubbins, Rhonda Stubbins White, has died at 60 years old. She was on the show Ruthless. On Ruthless, she played Elder Agnes, and she died at the age of 60 of cancer. So condolences go out to the family. She also has played on Days of Our Lives, a New York, NYPD Blue, Touched by an Angel, ER, and some other shows too. So she's been around. She's like a recognizable face. And I did watch, even though I stopped watching Ruthless, I did watch long enough to see her character on the show. So my condolences from the soap fam to the family. Sorry to hear that. You know, cancer is rough. And unfortunately, it takes out, good people. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.